Hi, my name is Cheryl Nordyke.
And I'm Kim Werman.
And we're with Waves of Gratitude, the founders. And we're going to tell you a little bit of a story behind how Waves of Gratitude started. And for the first time in my life, I was unemployed. I lost a job that I'd worked at for 8 years. And I remember the first time I went to Walmart, standing in the aisle needing to buy detergent and getting this panic attack almost, wondering how am I going to take care of my daughter. I was a sole provider of my, and I remember the feeling of anxiety and just what was going on in my life, like how am I going to provide for my child, how am I going to do this? And one of the things that Kim and I had decided in our lives we wanted to do was be rooted in an attitude of gratitude. So I had a discussion with Kim about the possibilities of finding a piece of jewelry to wear to remind me of gratitude, and I went on the internet, I couldn't find anything. So we were talking, and she knew someone.
Yeah, I had a friend who was connected somehow to the jewelry industry, so we asked her to connect us with some women that could design jewelry.
And we were also talking to somebody about doing some marketing stuff for us who had suggested a jewelry designer for us, but at the time, we didn't need it.
Right, we thought we had somebody.
Right. And so then, all of a sudden, I call him back and ask him, does he know somebody? And we meet.
We met Jessica Fields, and she had never done this kind of thing before where she designed something for somebody else.
To sell
On their own. She worked in 18-karat gold, and we were creating sterling silver, and so this was a new experience for her as well.
Right. And so what we did is we told her, we knew at that point what we wanted was jewelry to remind us to stay rooted in an attitude of gratitude. And for us, gratitude was constantly moving. If we were grateful for what we had, then more things to be grateful for would come our way. Additionally, we needed to give gratitude to the people that were there, that were helping us, and that were strong and secure and gave us strength to go on. I lost my job in July of 2007. We started the company around December of 2007.
Then March of 2008, I lost my job from that same company, and then 3 weeks later, my husband died, and so we were definitely both in a place where we needed something to keep us strong, grateful, focused on what was good.
Right. This idea, we're both unemployed. My daughter was entering her freshman year of high school. Kim had 3 boys at home.
Right.
And
we were going through a tough transition, and so we wanted something that would allow us to be in our children's lives, but also
make a difference.
Make a difference for other people.
And we thought if we wanted something to wear that didn't just say gratitude, but like was symbolic of gratitude. So when we thought about what gratitude is, and when you say thank you, somebody feels good. Like if I say thank you for opening my door, or you say thank you, anybody that shows gratitude, it makes the person you express it to feel better. And then now if you feel better, what are you going to do? You're going to be grateful to someone, and it's like a ripple effect. So our goal was that if we could create a piece of jewelry that people would wear, we could create a ripple effect of positive energy. Motion, because it's moving and it creates more and more waves. We came up with the idea, we sat down and we met with Jessica, and we said we wanted to create a piece that symbolized waves, best symbolized through multiple pieces. I'm wearing 2 of the waves now, the gratitude wave and the accomplishment wave. And so she created 6 waves for us that can be worn individually or combined to come up with various combinations. The other thing we asked her to do was what Kim is wearing.
Right, this is the branches of hope, and it's symbolic of like a cypress tree. Since we had seen those, Cheryl lived in Northern California, I'd been there and seen these trees growing out of the rocks, and they're growing against all odds, but they're strong and beautiful and powerful and rooted in these rocks and withstand the winds and the ocean.
And why did we call it hope?
Well, hope is something that is universal. You probably don't even realize how many times you say hope or think it. Like, oh, I hope the weather's good. I hope you're feeling well. I sure hope I get that promotion.
We hope you watch our video.
Yeah. So hope is kind of a universal thing. It's hope for even little things in everyday life, and that's also how gratitude is. We should be grateful for the little things in everyday life.
Launched it on May 19th of 2008. Good friend, and that's given us a lot of free advice from the gratitude campaign, Scott Truitt, suggests that we do something beyond the jewelry, which was something that makes people want to come back. So Kim and I came up with an idea.
Well, the concept was to find something to be grateful for every day and blog about it. So we committed in 2010 to blog every single day and find something that we're grateful for, inspired by. And it's not as difficult as you think. Even on a really bad day, it becomes second nature when you live in that state and have reminders.
Right. So what we've done, what has happened with us is there's been a shift. And we've been blogging for over half of a year now. Every single day we blog. There's no power we blog. If we don't have access to the internet, we blog from our phones. But we blog, and we blog about things that we're grateful for. We put quotes on there. And what has happened is my daughter and Kim's boys, our lifestyle has changed a little bit. Starting a company, you don't go on vacations, you don't do the things you used to do. But our kids are really, really positive. And recently we were talking to a friend of ours, and they're in a very good financial situation, and he was talking about how his children have a tendency to see the gloomy side of what's going on in the universe. And I think that our ability to see that there's always potential for good, and to focus on the good, and to focus on what we could do to make a positive difference rather than dwelling on what we can't change. We have this minute right now. That's all we have. And so if I could take this minute and have a choice, am I going to find what's wrong and what I don't have, or am I going to take this minute and find what's right and what I do have? I have a lot. I have good support system, great friends, I have family, I have my health.
Yeah, I mean, despite everything that can go wrong in the world, we're able to see, and in our day-to-day lives, we're able to see what's good and positive about it. There's no doubt about that. I feel very blessed and positive, and there's good things ahead.
And we've had our jewelry, Deanna Davis had a womenhood conference and had our jewelry there, and actually used it as a touchstone for people. So if she's teaching you to focus on a goal or a positive emotion that you need to have in order to accomplish that goal, to use this as a touchstone. So you bought it at the conference. When you leave the conference, you now have this piece of jewelry to remind you to stay anchored or grounded in that state of being. Marvin Taller is another one. He's a spiritual entrepreneur that has said that the jewelry keeps him rooted in this like state of positive energy. So basically, what the company is, and it was started from two women, unemployed, and we blog every day about something positive. And we, honestly, our success isn't clear right now. I mean, it is in our minds. We are totally focused on it, but we're getting there. Doors are opening. Every single day there's a door opening. Somebody introduces us to somebody, or somebody makes a connection. The jewelry designer, Deanna Davis, Marvin Taller, all these people are helping us to maneuver through the internet and find people that are looking for something, a touchstone or an anchor, to keep them grounded in a positive state of being. Because the world has enough negative news that we don't need to focus on it all the time.
And I think if you look for it, you'd be surprised in your own lives. When you start making that shift, you start to notice all of the doors that open it, the things that are coincidences, which are synchronicity that happens, where
I think it's synchrodicity. I don't know.
There are no such thing as coincidence. Everything has
right.
a meaning and a
the
purpose.
universe is coinciding. It's what we're attracting to ourselves. So basically what we wanted to do is take a moment to tell you that we started from nothing, and in regards to, we didn't have a company, and now we do, and it's been around for almost 3 years. We've met some amazing people along the way. We've had the opportunity to interact with thousands of individuals in a very positive and inspirational way, and it has been a blessing, and we're grateful for that. We're grateful for the opportunity, and if you want to create a wave of gratitude and you want to buy our jewelry, please stop by our site. Thank you for visiting.
It's Waves of Gratitude at www.wavesofgratitude.com.
Thank you.